Just recently, the widely known Chinese app called TikTok is under investigation. For those of you who do not know what TikTok is an app where you create dances set to a certain tune that can be streamed worldwide. More than 850 million people have downloaded the app. Our administration fears that China could be using the information from American users put into the app for bad things. Do we really want our information being used for the bad? Today, I will be talking about apps that pose a risk towards ourselves that shouldn't be downloaded, or you have to have very much caution when downloading. On to my first app, Twitter. We all know Twitter. Twitter is an app where you can troll people without the risk of them coming and throttling you in the throat. It's also good for roasting companies. As you see here, Anthony Marneely posted, "At Wendy's, McDonald's is better." So he basically told Wendy's that McDonald's is a better corporation, and Wendy's responded with, "At freezing their beef." How hilarious is that? So basically, Twitter is very good for roasting companies, trolling people, and just roasting other people and targeting other people without the risk of them throttling you in the throat. But there can't be this good of an app without some drawbacks. Twitter announced recently 130 people were targeted in a cyber attack that involved a Bitcoin scam. These high-profile accounts were targeted. These high-profile accounts such as Elon Musk, Bill Gates, President Barack Obama, and candidate Joe Biden were all targeted in this attack. You may have seen them posting things such as, "Oh, if you send me Bitcoin, I will return double the funds that you have sent me." This attack acquired more than $100,000. And this funny thing about this attack, more like scary thing, is that it was all led by a 17-year-old, Graham Ivan Clark. He was a self-taught learner. He did this in his home and acquired more than $100,000. Graham Ivan Clark was charged as an adult and faced 30 charges, including fraud. This kid is a genius, and that's what we need to fear, because there is a good chance that there are other kids like this, and the fact that a 17-year-old hacked into Twitter is very concerning. My dad could have lost a bunch of money when he logged onto Twitter and sent these celebrities Bitcoin. Thankfully he didn't, and thankfully he was being cautious enough to know that this was a hack, and thankfully he heard of Graham Ivan Clark when this whole thing happened. On to another app. You all may know the app, Facebook. An app where Karens unite to conquer the world of wine drinking and talking to the managers. This is a talking to the managers haircut. I don't know if you can see it, but there you go. Talking to the managers and wine drinking. Although it's an amazing place for Karens to unite, there are some drawbacks. Facebook is prone to scams. You may see posts as, "Create a royal wedding guest name," or "in honor of Mother's Day," that require you to insert your information. But what you don't know is that hackers are on the other end of these posts, and they are tracking that information and using it to get into your accounts. That information is good for password challenge questions or just passwords in general, and that's one of the main leading things for identity theft on Facebook currently. Facebook also announced that 30 million people were involved in a cyber attack just recently. 15 million people of those 30 million people got their data leaked to the entire Facebook universe. And overall, this affected 50 million users. Imagine getting your account leaked. My mom is on Facebook. Out of the 30 million people, I am so thankful she was not involved in this huge hack. Also, another app that we need to be concerned about is Instagram. Instagram has more than 1 billion downloads, and out of one of the billion downloads, my aunt was involved in a huge scam. I remember the day she gave me a call and basically told me that her account had gotten copied and pasted into another platform. So basically, that other platform followed all of the people she was following and all of the people that followed her back. Once that account got a hold of all of her friends, that account started asking her friends for money. That's just one of the billion users on Instagram. It happens so often. We all need to be so aware of what's going on around us, or else that could happen to one of you all. Instagram also talked about another cyber attack that happened on influencers, celebrities, and top brand accounts. This involved 49 million people. This cyber attack released the information of these celebrities, these influencers, and top brand accounts, giving people the address, the street name, the phone number, the email address to these people's personal accounts. And that's very risky because these celebrities do not need the constant text or emails that they receive daily just because of this huge leak. That is very scary and very concerning and it needs to stop. So basically what I'm saying is you all need to be very ahead of yourselves when downloading an app such as Facebook or Instagram. And it's just very, very risky world out there. From this speech, I hope you all have taken into consideration that it's very dangerous to download any type of social media or app. After all, $4 billion have been stolen due to cyber attacks and hacking worldwide every single year. There was also this other one big attack that involved Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Actually, no, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube that affected 235 million people. The tactic used for this hack was called web scraping. Web scraping is basically where you see the data and you publish this data elsewhere and it can get past any cyber wall, and it's a very commonly used tactic, but in this case it targeted 235 million users, making it very drastic. So one thing that I want us to take from this is that I want you all to be safe. I want to be safe when I post a Lego Star Wars meme that says, "Try to get to my dark side." I don't know if you can see it, but basically it's Darth Vader holding up a selfie stick lightsaber thing with his stormtrooper friend telling him to get the dark side of his face. I think that's funny. And also, for Instagram, one thing that I need to mention is that there are huge scams through messaging and private messages. I was involved in one of these scams. You may receive a message from the nasty list that says, "Oh my God, you have been put on the nasty list of Instagram." I received this message. Thankfully, I was thinking straight that day and I noticed that it seemed a little suspicious. So I went on to the Google and I Googled, what is a nasty list? And basically it says, when you click on this link, the nasty list, it takes you to a page where you put in your username and your password to access the account. And after you put your username and your password in, it takes you to a deleted account. But the funny thing is when you put your username and your password in to the link, they have your account username, they have your account password, so they can hack your account and send this message to all of your friends. Imagine the potential that these hackers have when they are given your username and your password. They can do whatever they want on your account, and that is very scary, and I want people to be very aware of this. So basically, I just want everyone to take from this today is that I want you to be safe. I want you to be safe posting Lego Star Wars memes, attacking other companies, posting dances on TikTok, and also putting your silly face in a silly Snapchat filter and sending it to your friend. Because believe it or not, there is risk behind that. So I hope you all have enjoyed my speech today, and I hope you all will be more aware from now on when downloading these social media apps. Thank you.